in the country, throwing with your guys?
Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like it. Was able to go out there. Started out in Miami. Was able to get some work with Jackson. Then went out to Dallas. Hung out with Locke. Went to his wedding. That was cool. All the guys got together. And then finished off in California. Got some work in at USC, some work in at UCLA. DK and I, Bobby was there. So, all of us, we got together and it was pretty fun.
What do you like about that experience? Welcome back. Guys versus maybe bringing in.
Yeah, I think just the one-on-one experience, just talking ball, and really just getting to hang out. Hanging out with your teammates, being more than just teammates, being a friend, and so it's just a good chance for us to connect on a personal level more than in a group setting. I don't oppose to that either, but I just think the one-on-one is really good for us.
You've gotten extensive reps each of these first 2 days with both of the new centers. How do you feel about the chemistry going with Evan Brown and Olu right now?
Yeah, both guys are doing a great job, man. I've been impressed with Olu, just the way he's picked things up. Evan's a vet and he's versatile. He's really smart in there. They're all communicating. And that offensive line is a unit, so all of those guys work together as a unit, and so they've all been doing a great job. Again, I just go out there and try and do my job and not worry about who's up front. But I don't notice a difference when either guy's in.
With Oluwatimi, have you noticed his background coming from a pro-style offense? That's something that immediately stood out to you here.
Yeah, I think the thing that stands out with Olu is just his commitment to work every day. He brings his hard hat. He's really ready to work every single day. You can't tell that he's a rookie. He really gives the presence of a vet. And so when you have a guy like that, you can trust him. And he's a guy who, if he steps in there, we're not going to worry about it because he's surrounded by other great players. But he himself is a great player as well.
When did you feel he knew the playbook or you knew your calls when you guys were meshed there?
It's been seamless, really, just from day one. He stepped right in. He's been making calls. He's been correct on most of his calls, if not all. And I know Andy's going to do a great job with those guys at making sure they're up to speed and that they're ready for practice and ready for game day. And so Olu's been doing a great job, but so is Evan. He's a vet. He's picked things up coming from Detroit, and he's been doing his thing.
How much is that for a rookie to get that right away that quickly, to be on the same page with a 10-year vet quarterback?
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes. I really do. I think it speaks volumes to obviously he's got to study this stuff, right? So he's going home, he's studying, he's preparing, and then getting out there, he's not nervous, he's calm, he's making the right calls, and he's getting the offense in rhythm.
Geno, last year, we're asking you about competition and rapidly about reps. How does this camp, coming into this camp, feel different for you?
It is different because I'm getting more reps, but to me, it's the same thing. We've worked at, Drew and I and now Holton, we've worked at the same pace for the past year, and so we're just continuing that. Nothing's going to change as far as our competition. We're going to work the same way. We're going to push each other to be better, and every day is a new day. And so we're not really focused on the dynamics of it. Like I said last year, I want Drew to be the best he can be and vice versa, and so we're just working together so that we can make this team better. Dude, that was sweet. Jackson, he's made so many great plays. That's just who he is, and it's just great, for us as a team to have guys like him on our side.
What's the potential of this offense? All the weapons you have?
I really don't like the word potential. We got to put the work in. No offense, but we got a lot of great guys. We got a lot of great players, but we got to prove it. And so for me, it's about going out and executing every single play, every single day, down in and down out. And, potential is what we make it. We can be the best or not the best. It just depends on how we works.
Geno, as a leader of this team, what does it mean you have this opportunity to build on last year, going to the playoffs, and maybe hopefully go even further this year?
Yeah, and that's what we want to do. We want to build. We want to keep getting better. Like I said, every day is a new day. And so we got to have that, mindset of get better every single day. No 2 days are the same, and nothing we did last year is going to be able to help us this year, except for the confidence. And so we know we can do great things, but they're going to go out there and try and stop us, and we got to go out and prove that we can score points. And so that's my job as the quarterback and as the leader of this team to make sure that we're focused, and I believe that's where we're at.
What's the advantage of being the guy this year, not having a true competition? Is there an advantage to that? I know you're trying to help Drew, but is there an advantage to being where you are today as opposed to a year ago?
There are advantages. Having more reps, being able to rep more with the starters and with the guys. But mentality-wise, nothing changes. Nothing changes, and things can change quickly in the NFL. So I'm not really worried about that type of stuff. I just look forward to every single day to practice with my teammates. I'm surrounded by a bunch of great guys, and it's super fun just to be out there with them. And so that's what I look forward to.
How happy were you when Drew signed? You guys are kind of able to keep that dynamic.
It's a bittersweet thing because I know he's a starter. I know he can go and do great things, and I want him to get that opportunity somewhere. But when he's in the room with me, man, we're going to push each other. He's made me better. Hopefully I've made him better as a player, and we have a great relationship. And so I was happy to be able to continue that. But, I know when he gets his opportunity, he's going to kill it.
You guys lost in the playoffs last year. You and a bunch of people talked about looking ahead, how good you were. How have you seen that mentality kind of carry over through the offseason to now starting camp?
Yeah, I can speak for myself, man. I just had a really bad taste in my mouth after that, playoff game. Didn't want the season to end, and I just kind of went straight to work. I just went to work, and I was preparing for this opportunity this season, and I know the guys around me felt the same way. Everyone's growing. We're all growing together. This offense is growing. This team's growing, and like I said, we got to go prove it. I'm not big on just talking. I like to go out and make things happen, and so I think we have a great opportunity, and so I'm looking forward to that.
What did Jackson bring that maybe you guys didn't have last year?
We were a really good offense last year. We did a lot of great things, and I think Jackson is an addition to that. Having another dynamic receiver, just as well as like guys like Derek and D. Eskridge and Cody Thompson, the tight ends that we have, bringing what they bring. Not to mention DK and Tyler, our running backs. I mean, we have a whole onslaught of guys who can go out there and make things happen. And, we all know what Jackson can do. I mean, he does it every single day. That's who he is. And having a guy like him on our side, like I said, makes us a lot better.
When you hear about like a slot guy who's great at route running routes and moving the chains, you don't tend to think of that guy as a deep threat, but what have you seen of his ability?
Yeah, pause. He could do it all, man. He could do it all. He's a great player, and he can do it all. Jackson is like, one of those guys who, if you put him out there one-on-one, he's gonna win his battles, and we've been seeing that so far. But we've got, like I said, multiple guys who can do that. Those guys are out there competing, and DK's been doing his thing. Tyler's doing his thing. Derek has been stepping up. Like, all these guys are making plays, and Jackson is, like I said, just a part of that group. He's embraced that, and they've embraced him, and I mean, they're all growing together, man. It's special.
What new have you guys
Geo's, man, he's a wily vet, man. He's been around this game for a long time. He's coached a lot of great quarterbacks. He knows his stuff. I'm learning new things from him every single day. We're going back and forth on things on protection and new plays and ways to attack defenses. And I mean, he's done it for such a long time. He's got a great track record. He's one of the best coaches I've had so far, man. He's just doing his thing. He's such a great coach, and he brings a lot to the table.
Without giving away the farm or state secrets, is there anything specifically that he's giving you that you haven't come across yet?
Yeah, just new ways to protect different blitz patterns and just different ways to attack defenses. There's always multiple ways to do things, and I think he just brings that dynamic.
The video for the top 100. A couple guys talked about you're kind of being an inspiration for guys who maybe don't start right away or lose start right away. Do you allow yourself to think about that? There's other guys around the league kind of looking at your story and taking something from it.
Yeah, guys have reached out to me. A lot of guys have said that. A few guys. I was at the Pro Bowl and guys were saying that, and I was just like, a couple guys that you guys have been to the Pro Bowl. It's my first one, but if I can be an inspiration to anybody, then I'm happy with that. So I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to help people kind of overcome things, and I believe I'm an overcomer. So that's something that I take pride in, and I really appreciate.
Do you ever think about maybe there's another quarterback who's in kind of a similar situation that you're in? Like if only they could get a chance to start, they would really show what they've got.
Yeah, there's a guy on our team, in a similar situation. So there are other guys out there in the league, and not just quarterbacks. There's guys all over the place, offense and defense, who are just waiting for that opportunity. And so if I can be that guy that, if they get down on themselves, that they can look at and say, hey, man, if he can do it, I can do it, then, I feel really good about that. It was a blessing, man, just for to be recognized by my peers. My first time, you guys know me. I'm not satisfied with that, but it was definitely a blessing just to be in there. Man, I'm not big on rankings. Like I said, if I'm not in the top 10, top 5, whatever, I just got to go prove it. And so I look forward to the games to, see where I can fall.
Derek, one of those guys you got to throw it over the offseason?
Yes, sir. We actually went over to UW, worked out at UW, had a bunch of guys, Cody and Derek and Will Disley, a bunch of guys were there.
If he gets more out, what do you think he could do?
Derek's he's growing, man. He wasn't in a pass-heavy offense in college, and so he's developing as a receiver. But he's a physical specimen. You can see him out there running. He's tall, he's fast, he's strong. He played a lot of snaps for us last year. Made some great plays. He's physical in the run game. He's a great blocker. He can run the ball. He brings a lot to our offense, and we got so many guys like that. And so, and him as an addition, I think it just makes us better. He's also great on special teams, and so he's just a well-rounded player. Yeah, I think we could have been a lot better on third down. We started out, really good, and I think we kind of tailed off at the end. Red zone specifically, especially like in the 10-yard line and in, scoring touchdowns and not getting field goals. That's something that we're emphasizing this year. And so, I feel like I got to be better as well as the offense. And so we all can do a better job at making sure we get touchdowns. And then overall, 2 minutes is where the games are won. I mean, it's the NFL, a lot of close games, and you got to win them in the 2 minutes. So we're working on those things now and looking forward to having opportunities to prove it.
Geno, we've talked
about the wide receivers. But what about the tight ends? What's the expectation there? What do they need to do for the next level, whatever that is?
Yeah, our tight ends, man. I think they, they're like the glue to the offense. They run block, they go out and run routes and catch the ball. They're great in the screen game, and then they're leaders. On this team, Will Disley, Kobe Parkinson, Noah Fant, Tyler Mabry, and all the young guys, man. They're all stepping up. They're still growing. I can't wait for Noah to get back so we can, get some more work in, and because he's gonna, we're expecting him to have a really big year as well. So all the guys are doing a great job, and I feel like the tight end group are, the glue of the offense. They really bring things together.
Pete mentioned you maybe being a little more buff at some point in the offseason. Did you put on any weight or anything? Or?
I lost weight. Yeah. I don't know about the buff stuff, but I feel better. I feel lean and stuff like that. I was working really hard, and so hopefully that is showing.
You've talked to us about your diet. Did you make dietary changes to get lean, or was it yoga?
Yeah, mostly diet stuff. Just really. As you get older, you got to watch what you eat, got to be mindful of all those things. So just focusing on my diet and my training, just trying to be a complete athlete.
You have your own person making stuff, and you do it yourself?
Yeah, I mean, my girl makes my food, and then, I have a chef as well, if I need them, but most of the time it's my girl.
Is there a trick like no red meats? Is there specific?
Yeah, I haven't eaten red meat or chicken in a while. So I guess I'm a pescatarian. I guess I'm a pescatarian now, but I haven't, really been on the dairy or anything like that. Trying to stay away from sweets and stuff like that.
You watched the quarterback show on Netflix?
I did. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought all the guys did a great job. I was really happy that more people got insight into the life of a quarterback and our jobs. They say it's a hard job, but if you really don't get to see what we do, it's kind of getting taken for granted. But I thought they did a great job, and all the guys were great.
You're doing it next week.
Yeah, we're doing it next year, right?
No, I'm not.
Somebody reported
Oh no, yeah, I'm not.
Geno, how much weight did you lose?
I lost maybe 5-10 pounds. Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you guys.